We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Set to kick off.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Jackson now to return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Sanders' first carry of the game. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A gain of 8. First down, Philadelphia. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Darnay Holmes makes the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
Gain of 12.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. Working from the gun, Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Going deep here for Watkins. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And this one is incomplete. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
They'll run with Sanders. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Once again with Sanders. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
The ball carrier.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
Fred Warner in
on any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
37-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Jones now on 1st down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Eagles 3.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
52 is the mic right here. 65.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Jones going to throw on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Thrown to the sideline. And
they'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And quickly finding Rager. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
1st down, Eagles.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Adrian Peterson in his 14th NFL season, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Eagle 1st down.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Jalen Mills.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9. Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First down, Eagles.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. 7 yards to pick up there.
Complete to Zach.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. It's caught by Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for only a couple.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Reagor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
That ties the game at 10. Jake Elliott to kick off.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Brought down by Josh.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He was brought down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
On the throwaway.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
For the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Wentz going to throw. Flush to his right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They fake the give. Now Wentz. That'll be caught. Reagor with it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor as the first half is winding down. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch. You got three. 3 down. Hey, Mike's 50. Let's go, defense.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
And incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We head to break in a 1-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Throwing Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Mike's 50. I know he ain't got it. 18 ready.
From the gun, Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And this This will be caught as they convert here for two. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Barkley the ball carrier.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Giants 31. Eagles 24.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And past the 35. He'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 31.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A first down run by Barkley unsuccessful as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long.
It's third down and 12.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
552, 552. Let's get it together, defense. Look at my team. Hey, check 25.
From the gun, Jones. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Sanders.
Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown.
Dante Pettis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score.
Is good.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, here's Corey Coleman. And he returns this to the 22.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter of play, with the score Giants 38, Eagles 31.
2nd and 8. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
They'll take over.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
The extra point.
And he knocks it through.
The game is tied at 38 all. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run with Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's a 43.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and 7, Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Barkley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Barkley on the carry.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. Play action. Now Wentz. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The ball carrier.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40. The 20. 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Jones.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
and 10 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. Jones now throwing on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there. Jones on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Now Saquon Barkley, and that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Barkley, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up second and
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game. Another try for Barkley. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4 down. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow is the game. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Jackson now to return. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Jackson on the return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Go.
On play action, Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Second and 10. Now Wentz. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
At the 38-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. He's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
27-yard line. It's a gain of 10 and an Eagle first down.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team...
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Offense set to begin their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
They'll run it again with Barkley. There he goes, right side. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.